This is an iPhone 15. It's basically what I've been using for almost about an year. It's kind of nice. Really like the screen, pretty cool, smooth UI. There isn't anything wrong with that. However, about a week back, Apple announced a new phone, and then I had to look if it was time for an upgrade or not. Well, not a lot of people are interested in annual updates, so I thought I'll do a video and do a quick comparison. Let's dive in. So this is the website, and obviously it starts with the Pro model because that's what they brand always. Then comes 16, which is, just next to it. And then you have the next series of updates, which is the Watch Series 10. Honestly, I'll do a different video on it. I was really banking that this is going to be the 10th launch of the iWatch or Apple Watch. And I was probably looking forward to buying it if they have solved the battery problem. I don't think so, so not interested anymore. Ultra 2 got a upgrade, a new color, if you call that an upgrade. And AirPod updates are more like fake updates. So the only thing I was deeply interested in is, well, not Pro, because they've actually reduced the price and I should talk about it, but more into 16 if I should update. So I went into and do the compare. In case you're not aware, spare you the hassle. So you go to iPhone, click on iPhone, or any sections for that matter, click compare, and you can literally do a comparison on any product to any product. So maybe I'll do 15 to 16 to 16 Pro and see the difference. So 15 is what I have. In India it starts at 70 and 16 Pro goes all the way up to 120, 50,000 difference. 16 is priced at about 10,000 more, so 70 and 80, kind of slightly difference there, 10,000 more. So if you're running on something like 11 or 12 or even maybe 13 and looking to upgrade, go for 16. But if you're more like 14, 15, just stick around. Same screen size, no changes. I don't see literally any change. Pro is, as always, a ProMotion display. The sad part is both of these are 60 Hz display, and I don't know why it's a 60,000 rupees, 70,000 rupees phone. You still are hanging with, I don't know, 5-year-old technology. There's just aluminum with color infused glass back. It's the same, just new different colors. There is action button. There are actually 2 new buttons included, and I'll probably share where they are. So there's one camera button in this place where it's more like a slider that you can use to do the camera. And then there's an action button like the Pro last year. So they have actually introduced both the buttons in the base version, which is 16, which is very surprising, unlike Apple. But that's a good change, welcome change. It is built for Apple Intelligence. So again, if you're coming from 11, 12, or 13 even, bouncing off, want to see new Siri, you will be able to see that. But please be aware that it does not ship with Apple Intelligence. Apple Intelligence is a software feature. This is a hardware. They have very clearly distinguished both of these capabilities these days. So hardware alag, software upgrades will be pushed later in the year. The chips are actually a double bump. They have not gone to 17. They have just given it to 18 chip. The word bionic is removed. I don't know why. Interesting change, but most likely to make room for the Apple Intelligence stuff. The whole camera button is a new easy way to capture. It's quite cool. You should probably watch some YouTube video. There are the sliders available on that. I'll probably go to the 16 page itself and show you how that looks. So yes, that is the action button. Where is the camera button? Yes. So this is how the camera button looks. So you are literally able to, slide it through this capability. You will be able to use it in external apps as well. Again, I don't think this warrants for an upgrade, by the way, if you're for 14 or 15. Same dual camera setup. The cameras are now, this is like diagonal, they are now vertical. I think this was something which had in iPhone 10. I don't know why they keep doing this, or zooming and rotating the camera around. Probably because that this is able to now do spatial photos, so you can record spatial photos with this. Again, not something I'm interested in, something 5 years down the line. Optical zoom options are same. Dynamic island, no change there. 2-hour video bump. Still supports USB 2, which is sad. The Pro supports 3, which is crazy good speed, so you can literally plug a hard drive and do recording of videos. Face ID, cellular, everything else is same. It's just, again, latest generation ceramics shield. I don't know how much of that is marketing, how much of that is real. Water resistant is same. You get the same MagSafe stuff, except that it can do 25-watt charging. Everything else starts the same. The base is 128 GB, so all of that is still good. No significant changes in the display. The DPI is same, the display is same. Everything is pretty much similar and same, except that the lowest nit is 1 nit, which means that if you are, this could support the always on mode in case of charging and all that. Again, I don't know how much you care about it. Everything else in terms of height, weight is same. It's probably, I think I saw somewhere that it's lighter by 1 gram. So the 15 is 171 gram, this is 170 gram. Crazy good. Brilliant Apple. Splash, water and dust, same. Apple Intelligence not available in 15. It's interesting, the category and compare is also specific to that. Chips, I already talked. Not a significant change in camera at all, just few modes added, spatial photos, etc. Personal tip, if you're interested for videography or taking pictures on your iPhone and don't want to rely on cloud storages, go for 256. I bought the 128 model and I'm literally cribbing about it. Probably that might be the only reason for me to upgrade if I end up upgrading. And if I upgrade, I'll upgrade to Pro because of the ability to shoot directly onto external drives and all of that. Because I do create content on phone. And then yes, everything else is same. Front camera, no significant change. They're doing some wind noise reduction and audio mixing capabilities, but I think those are all software. Everything else is same. So no significant changes in any of these areas. I'm just gonna keep on scrolling. Some software features here and there, but literally they are the same phone. So no idea why this is even an upgrade, why this even quantifies for an upgrade. Everything else remains the same. I don't see any significant hardware change. So if you are somebody who is now looking for a final recommendation, so do I have a final recommendation? Yes, obviously. If you're sitting on 14, 15, there's no reason to upgrade unless you are really keen on spending money. If you have the money, I suggest go for 16 Pro, skip 16, there's no value there. If you are sitting on 13, 16 is a great upgrade. Do not buy 15 because then you'll miss out on Apple Intelligence, which is really cool. Again, it's very interesting that Apple has taken the word AI, which is artificial intelligence, and then rebranded it with Apple Intelligence so much that even people just refer to it as Apple Intelligence. It's literally AI, and you get a lot of those crazy features in it. You should definitely watch some of the previous videos. You get supports within email, typing, note-taking, images. It's basically a good geared experience, so thumbs up for that. And really you get a new Siri as well if you are tired with the old Siri. Not that I use it at all. So sitting at 13, probably 14, looking forward for a deciding factor. Skip 16, go for Pro if you have the budget. If you really want to sit on it and buy 15, I would recommend don't upgrade. 13 is a great phone. 14 is a great phone. I have personally, I'm now convinced that odd series are the better one. I don't know if a lot of people believe in that, but yeah, series are the better ones, so just wait for 17 another year. If you are somebody who's sitting on 11 or 12, then this could be a great bump for you because the previous generations had lower resolutions camera, 12, and I think 15 introduces 48. So if you're just looking for the camera, skip over 15 and go to 16. But if you want an upgrade, just 3-4 year old, then you could go to 16 again. But if you are on 14 and you have just bought it, you are not interested in the camera, no reason to go to 15 or 16 at all. And yes, that's my recommendation. For the other devices, again, I don't feel like upgrading to AirPods. I use something else. I think I use Sony XM5, which is something I could do a review on someday. Really cool pair of headphones. I have Bose as well. I could do a comparison. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So if you like to see more of tech comparisons, please chip into the channel, put in comments. Until next video, bye-bye.